there exists a constant battle for survival. Welcome, my friends, to Atomics on a Friday, a fascinating journey into the realm of cybersecurity, data, and atomic testing. Today, we shall embark on an adventure with two seasoned experts who have roamed the cyber wilderness for years, honing their skills and strategies. Paul Michaud, a master of cyber shenanigans, has an uncanny ability to unravel the most perplexing digital mysteries. Alongside him is Michael Haag, a cyber threat connoisseur who has devoted his life to understanding and mitigating the ever-present dangers lurking in the shadows of cyberspace. Together, they shall guide us through the complex tapestry of this digital ecosystem, revealing hidden treasures and secrets that will undoubtedly leave us with a newfound respect for the world of cybersecurity. So, dear viewers, let us dive deep into the heart of this wondrous realm, where the forces of good and evil collide in an eternal struggle, and let us explore what it truly means to protect our delicate digital existence. Join us on Atomics on a Friday.
Howdy. Howdy, howdy. Is our audio good?
There we go.
There you are.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back to chasing out the ever-present danger lurking in the shadows of cyberspace.
The realm.
The cyber
I
realm.
think we should just refer to like the internet as the realm. Just kind of like rebrand it.
Welcome to the realm. The realms of cybers.
The realm is under attack today.
Oh, I forgot my coffee. I'll be right back. Sorry, man.
That's fair. All right. I think I forgot coffee. It's the most important thing. So. Howdy, Yoho-san. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Excellent. I'm back. Okay.
I made it.
Howdy. Thank you all for joining. Okay. Ran out of water. We got coffee. It's going to be a wild day today.
You're mixing the two? But I mean, like, coffee's made with water, so, like, you're taking it in with it. So I feel like you're duplicating efforts.
But technically, it's fruit juice. So
It's fair. But it's still water, so, like, we're good.
true. I forgot the description we made for this one because we made it like 3 weeks ago. And that's the problem, y'all, who want us to like prepare our stuff weeks in advance. There we go. So today we're preparing to embark on another thrilling journey through the digital wilderness. In this episode, we turn our attention to an unusual inhabitant of the Windows ecosystem, the CustomShellHost exe, a LOLBIN that serves as a host process for custom shells in Kiosk mode, because that sounds so exciting.
I forgot. Top tier.
So I feel like I need to like just paste this somewhere. It's too good. So yeah, anyway, join us on this exciting voyage of discovery as we delve into the fascinating world of LOLBINs, atomic red team test, and cybersecurity. So yeah, we should re-intro this every week. That'd be really cool. Next time.
Like, dude, you have to like make the slides first consistently. And now we can talk about like weekly modifications to the intro.
That's true. I don't know what's
Unless we
easier,
can automate
intro or slides.
Just Jose can write a script and just like pipe it in like wherever he is. We're signing him up for some work.
Yeah, I know. Jose can handle that. We'll get Tony on the Mac malware Linux side, and then we're like
Where's
cruising.
Bobbin?
Bobbin for cloud.
That's right.
But yeah, we'll get there after we automate our slide creation. Which I don't even. Okay. Yeah. So I'm Mike. If you are new here, I am a threat researcher and what would you call it? Maintainer for Atomic, Lol Drivers, Bootloaders Project, Little things here and there. Like to
Shell
do.
sweep.
Yeah, shell sweep is cool. Other little things. But yeah, like to do threat hunting and all that fun stuff. So that's where I am at the moment for today.
I'm Paul. I'm a threat hunter at Unit 42, maintainer of Atomic Red Team. I've done some light open source stuff, not anything as magnificent as Senor Mike here. But we like to dive into the digital realms of threats in the realm, which is what we've rebranded the internet. It's no longer the internet, it's the realm.
All realms.
Make it like a sci-fi movie.
Yes.
We don't have slides, so the next slide doesn't really.
We have slides.
Makes
You're looking
sense.
at the slides.
Well, like,
you can't
I mean,
deny
these
that we don't have
three
slides.
don't change.
That's okay.
This one also doesn't, and this one sometimes does.
Yeah.
And then if the viewers are lucky, there's other things in there.
It's true. But today they're not lucky.
You're lucky because today is another Do It Live day where we're just going to demo a whole bunch of stuff and go into Custom Shell Loader, which we came across last time, if you were joining us. So
Yeah.
Let's go into
Yep.
it.
All right. Let me open one last tab of my. Oh, I already had it open. Close that. Where's it at? It says it's already open. It's weird. Sorry.
You're good.
7 minutes
You
deep.
got it.
I don't know what's going on today. Let's see. Okay, here we go.
I mean, that's like every Friday for me. So actually, it's usually basically any day of the week that ends in Y.
Yeah. What am I sharing? Oh, yeah. Okay. There we go. Not here, though. We're going to go over to the basics. So today, outside of playing with CustomShellHost, we will be using Invoke Atomic. And if you have yet to use Invoke Atomic, there's the link to it right here. And I'll post it in the chat. And this link will get you to the place where if you want to install, all you have to do easily is go down to install. And there's actually a little copy button on the right. Just copy this, probably disable your antivirus, and just put that into your PowerShell prompt. And you should be good. I've probably got tons of warnings over here. Yep.
Make sure you install this on a production system, your corporate laptop. Make sure your incident response and EDR tools are working effectively. If you can install this without problem and nobody talks to you, you probably have an incident to report.
Yes.
There's so much malware. I'm just kidding. It's not that much malware. Just a little bit.
Yes. Oh, lost you.
Oh no.
Well, Paul went dark. There
we
he's
go.
back. All right.
Back. Made
That's
it.
weird. So yeah, this week's episode, outside of our sweet description that we all forgot about, is about this little binary called CustomShellHost exe. And from what I've gathered in about the last 2 hours of research I've done on it, is it's typically used for like a kiosk machine where you only want like one thing ran. So like think of like what do you call it? You just want Explorer or Edge to start and load up one website or something. And so you could like set this to where there's an XML file piece to it as well. You could like set it to say, you know, if it's this person or this user ID, it'll spawn just that browser. If you log in as administrator, I think from what I understand is it will spawn like a command shell or PowerShell or something, whatever you want. So there's a lot of customization to it, obviously because it's meant to be like a kiosk type thing, and you should be able to customize all kinds of stuff. There's another link that I didn't bring up, but this is called, oh, wrong computer. Bring it over here and copy paste. There you go. I'll put this in the comments. But this one in particular is how to use Shell Launcher to create a Windows client kiosk. And so we're going to be using the Shell Launcher V2. It sounds so cool, like it's coming out of like New Mexico or something. Launcher V2 replaces Explorer with CustomShellHost, whatever that means. This new executable file can be found in Windows desktop, apps, etc. I believe, from what I understand as well, this only works on Windows 10 and Windows 11. It's not, this app is not found on like a server. If you are trying to work with it, I also found, strangely, the binary is on Windows 11 natively. It is living off the land. But the only other weird thing is if you want to use the XML portion, or if you want to do this piece, which is like enabling it through DISM, it requires, I think it's like Windows, like education, and I believe it doesn't work with like home and pro. So you're kind of like on your own from
confirm.
that.
I don't have it on my Windows 11 box.
Interesting. Okay. So I'm using an Azure Windows 11. Windows. And it was
what version
there.
are you using of Windows 11?
But
But also, isn't the Azure Windows 11 instance different?
Oh,
Probably not. I think so.
22621, 11 Pro. So it doesn't work on Pro technically.
It's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna today. So yeah, you could do the DISM. I wasn't able to get the XML piece to work, but there is actually like this really fancy PowerShell script they give you, Microsoft provides, which is like an example, which I can run and I'll show. It's actually kind of neat, but because we don't have like the required license, aka the right OS for this, it doesn't work. So it actually just tells you that you're not as cool as you should be and all that. But if you did, all this stuff, if you break it down, talks about how you look for cashier. So you get the SID for the user account named cashier, and it will do these X things, which is start a browser, go to Microsoft. I think it allows like command to exe. That's why that was in here. Yeah. And then if you were admin, set Explorer as a shell for administrator. So yeah, it'll start that, I guess, and do whatever else. And this is actually kind of neat. Like, I think there's more here, but because like we don't have the right OS flavors, it's hard to play game. But yeah,
There was. Let me track it down. There is a cool tool somebody just launched that will actually pull down updated Windows 10 and 11 ISOs, and one of them should give you the ability to install like the education or like S mode, which should encompass that. Let me.
There you go.
This down. Trying to download ISOs from Windows is problematic sometimes.
Cool. Let me know, and we can always circle back and rerun all these things too.
Oh, I got it. There we go. So this from Elliot on Twitter is a pretty cool tool. I'll actually link the explicit GitHub repo as well. No, don't want to copy the image.
I can't click it. Can anybody click this right out of our screen?
Probably not. But you should be getting it in chats.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. There's the Twitter shortener. It's not malware, I promise. This time it's not. I can assure you. If it is, I'll definitely never steer you wrong.
Oh, I guess if you're like on the YouTube chat, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Here, I'll put it in your private chat.
Thanks. Yeah, I want to click it. Oh, yeah, you could totally click links out of there. How cool. All right, I got it. Let me bring it over.
But so if you're like, hey, I need new Windows ISOs, you can get these. And at least in Windows 10 on specific ISOs, at least the ones I have, you have the option to install there's 5 or 6 different options: Enterprise, Pro, Education, S, which is more of stripped down, probably for more school stuff,
Neat.
which would probably encompass that.
That is
So,
cool. So yeah,
Try
maybe,
it out, or you can just rip it into Azure if you get those.
yeah,
Sweet,
that's a
images
good
of
idea.
that.
Now I know. More you know.
They need to bring that back. Great
Yes.
branding.
Yep. So CustomShellHost, this is Strontick. Strontick has like an encyclopedia of all the binaries on Windows. I typically come here if I'm like curious about any of the things. There's COM, MISC, PLLs. Yeah. Which is a
COM
dark
stuff.
place. Very dark
Look.
place.
COM and RPC. Those are you're going to go deep into the world of Windows, COM and RPC. Or drivers, obviously, because that's...
Yeah, it's all
Don't worry.
Yes, don't worry.
Windows 11 and
Bootloaders.
TPM 2.0 definitely solved all of our driver and bootloader issues. It's totally fine, guys. Solved the internet. Sorry.
Everything, only signed drivers can run on Windows, so I don't know what the big deal
Doesn't
is.
matter what it's signed with, as long as it's signed.
Yeah, exactly.
Stolen certs, expired certs, doesn't matter.
As long as it's signed.
Make your own cert. Who cares? They'll take it.
Windows loves it. All right. So custom shell host. Default paths are in here and like some hashes. And if you, it will have a child proc of Explorer. That's kind of important for this. It's missing actually the command line, but we can talk about that in a sec. And these are all, I guess, kind of like the standard mod loads, which from my 2 hours of research, that's mostly accurate, probably all accurate. And it's been signed. It is a signed Microsoft LOLBIN. All the metadatas. And then you'll notice down here, it is clean on virus total. So you know it's really safe.
For now.
But also typically at the bottom here, you'll see if there's like a Sigma rule or an atomic test and other little things. But for this one, there is nothing. So this is we need to have like a light that shines, that like ding. This is that moment where if you want to create an atomic test or a new Sigma rule, this is a
click a button.
This is ripe for harvesting. There's the word. All right, so this is ripe
for harvesting.
All right, so
the pickings are good today, boys.
Yep. These are LOL jokes. Oh, this is getting. I know we got to fill. We have to have a lot of filler for this one because there's not a lot of content for it. So, yeah. So here's custom shell host on the LOLBOS project, which I will happily link you. There you go. And drop it on the screen.
Oh.
Double tap. That's okay. And so if you remember, this was a comment. How did we get on this? Oh, we got on this because last Atomics on a Friday, we clicked on it and we didn't know how it worked and we didn't know what to do. So that's where this came from.
And we did some Googling on the fly.
Yes. And we found
that's the only way you learn.
Yeah.
Just do it live.
So yeah, in this case, now we're prepared. Yeah. So again, this is all there was. And the IOC this is probably not going to run on any regular day-to-day workstation, which is probably true. And there is a Sigma rule here, but not on Strontick.
Partially true.
And so the Sigma rule is just looking for, custom shell host, spawning Explorer. Oh, filtering out the legitimate Explorer, which makes sense. Because that's the whole trick, the parlor trick to this is that you need to move custom shell host, and you need to move your evil.exe and rename your evil.exe explorer.exe and put them in the same place. So that's the whole trick of it all is you're now moving this system32 bin and you have to now rename something to Explorer. So your 2 points of detection you might be looking for is obviously anything out of system32, running in a non-standard path, which I think most folks have at this point, but also looking for a renamed Explorer.
You would be surprised. A non-standard path.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so the question now comes in is, could you take the custom shell host executable, bring it with you and your malicious payload, drop it on the disk, or do you need to bring in some additional dependency / DLLs that may not exist in System 32 or the standard path of where we load from?
Yeah. So if you look at Strontic, it does. It may actually be fine now that I think about it. I don't think it has a custom.
I do see RPC RT4, which means we probably do some RPC activity. So we should probably call Johnny.
Yes. But I think overall, you could probably bring this in.
Yeah, you can probably just bring it with you.
Let me.
I mean, if you're not bringing it with you, are you trying?
Yes. Are you actually hacking, bro?
Do you hack?
Okay.
Yeah.
Copy. Paste.
You can just put it in another VM.
Paste. I was going to send it to you, but I can definitely put it in.
Oh, yeah. I'll take it.
Okay. That could be your demo of the day. Running a random executable from the internet. There you go. Cool. All right. That'll be your demo.
Where did you
Let me
send
go. Do you want my
Slack?
Do you want my interpreter?
Is it publicly facing?
No, it's not. You're right. Good call.
Oh, then no.
Yeah, never mind.
If it wasn't, like, yeah, I'll launch it.
Yeah, just run anything. So the other reference here, we're like 30 deep on this, so this is moving quick. The other reference was the Bishop Fox blog here, which again, I will post in the comments. There you go. Slowly. Where what they were doing was trying to work on like different EDR LOLBIN type bypasses. They used a couple different C2s, but the idea was that they use CustomShellHost. And I think she started it with Sliver and then tried a couple different ones. Initially, she had found that it was her payload was eaten up pretty quick, but then she moved it to a different path. I think it's in the user's path, and things started working again just fine, and it evaded whatever EDR tool or whatnot, but then it checked into her C2 just fine. Other testing, she just kind of tested and verified that, you could, run this custom shell host and whatnot. So pretty cool. So what I did for testing for funsies is I created I don't know if I should share that window. Yeah, it's not that exciting. So anyway, in Metasploit, which you can't see. All right, now I feel bad. I feel like I need to share it. Stand by. I want to share.
Okay.
Yep, sharing. I need to share all my hacking so all the pros out there can see. Find it. There it is.
There's WinSCP.
Yeah, there. So on my Metasploit box, I started up Metasploit using my resource file, which basically runs all of these cool little things, has spooling and all the stuff enabled, and it also starts the reverse handler because starting it manually is a lot of work sometimes. Sets all your stuff, good to go. And then down here is me testing what I did, and then more or less, let me, so what I'm going to do on the back end, and I'll show in a second, I'll reshare. We can only do one window at a time, unfortunately. So going to double tap CustomShellHost, which is in a new path called ctemp, and it's going to spawn it'll spawn our interpreter session. Let me copy the not explorer.exe, get rid of calc. Oops. I know this hacking is hard. Let me see here. Delete. Rename. Okay, so CustomShellHost is going to spawn, or going to run. That's all I'm going to say. Shellhost runs, and on your end, you should see a new check-in. Yay! There it is.
We do. Wait, I thought you said it wasn't public facing.
Well, I set it up for demo purposes. And 6.
Oh, you're probably doing IP filtering.
Oh, who am I? There we go. It's alive. So,
And what's your process name?
I think it's how do you exit? Exit.
Oh, I think you just lost your session.
Oh wait,
Oh, wait,
system
no,
info.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, sys info. Nope. Okay. Why is now it's not Windows 10? It's weird.
Is that your cat or mine?
It's mine. I think he's stuck in the room over here.
I heard fates.
It's going to be a separate Explorer. It's not that one.
Not that one.
It's going to be ctemp. Right here.
There it is.
Will the fake Explorer please stand up? So yeah, it's right here.
We're going to have a problem here.
Yes. So yeah, there's that. All right, I'm going to stop. I'm going to flip back to the instance so you can see the fanciness of clicking custom shell host. Yeah, so all I did was this is Meterpreter, custom shell host, and then I just ran it. And then on the side that you don't see now is another check-in, number 7. So yeah, that's it. Wow, Mike, that was so cool, right? Like, it's amazing. All right, so what I'll do is I'll just rename this for the moment. And I have regular calculator chillin', which should have spawned when I just clicked it. There it is. Cool. Welcome to the party. And then I'm going to rename it to Explorer. And then I'm going to run custom shell host. Poof. There it is. It is the real one. It could work. Okay. But yeah, so there's that. And so question might be, at least what I was wondering, what is happening? Let me just start proc1. Oh wait, not that one. Not that one. Go back. I'm not going to get crazy.
Explorer.
Yeah. I always get them mixed up. There it is. Okay.
It's fair. I also like process hacker.
Do you like the naked.xml?
I do. I like hunt naked better, but
people want to know. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see your exploder.exe, which is calc. And I made a comment earlier about the Strontic piece missing the command line because it does call it out in the LOLBIN project. You can see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yes.
It does pass
shell registration check.
Yeah, it passes that when you run these. And the parent process is custom shell host. So I don't know why it doesn't show
verify.
it. Verify. It's non-existent.
Okay, so it probably is just spawns it and then terminates.
Yeah.
It's probably not long.
Oh, also here it is in sysmon. I forgot I had this.
Coincidence.
So, yeah, coinkadinky here.
Fun fact: if you see Apache Software Foundation or Apache Bench HTTP server,
don't give it away.
And it's not actually Apache, it's probably Meterpreter, as that's the default binary information.
Yes.
So
yeah, that is.
If you see that,
dead giveaway for
initiate your IR, or just go hunting.
Yeah, original file name.
Yeah,
gives it away.
Don't want to tell you how to live your life. Look at that. Original file name.
Let me bring that up here for you. So, yeah. So yeah, here's your parent custom shell host spawning the new Explorer from temp, which all the typical stuff with the no shell reg check, and then there's a netcon.
Of course, there is.
Checking in.
Always
to there, coming from this new Explorer. So that's like we need the little light to turn on again, saying detection idea or something.
Here, I'll turn my light off, and I'll turn.
Yes, that's
Ding.
That's how we know. So detection idea number 3, 4, 5.
And now you're probably wondering, well, it's still on. It's because everything so far is just light bulb going off. There's no point in turning it off and back on. You just leave it on.
That's okay.
That's fine.
Okay. So yeah, what else do I have? Oh yeah. So I wrote an atomic test because
the whole reason we're here.
There was no atomic test. There's barely a sigma rule. Go back over here. Okay, so I shipped the PR this morning Sorry, I got to it first. It works on Win 11, and this is the YAML. Basically the same typical structure, nothing fancy.
Over.
I do have a prereq, I do have the executor, and I do have a cleanup.
Well, what's the get prereq command?
It will create the directory and also move CustomShellHost and calc in there for you.
Ah.
Yeah.
But if you say go get prereq and then CustomShellHost doesn't exist on disk, you have a problem.
Yeah.
What we could do is we could upload CustomShellHost to the repo with it and put it and stage it in the source folder.
You could.
So we can modify this.
That's true. Let's test it on your machine in a minute.
Well, yeah, let's go run some malware out of the box.
Let me run this. Let me do this one live. Okay.
Do it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So using Invoke Atomic, as we shared at the beginning. First, do you want me to zoom in? Can you see this?
Maybe just zoom in a little bit.
Let me move to our
there we go.
Mode. Zoom. Enhance.
Enhance.
18, 20.
Yeah, let's go 20.
28.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Now you can't miss it. Okay. All right, run it. This is going to just show the details for that test that I created. So everything, shows the variable portion, and then obviously you can do the copy paste portion. And then I'm going to get I don't think I have the directory created. I should have deleted it earlier. Nope. Yeah, let's just delete it. Okay.
Side note, I hate the new Windows 11 context menus. Bring back the original stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you right click.
I know. I'm like, where's delete?
Whoever said, yes, this is so much better.
Click the trash can.
Absolutely terrible. Okay.
Yeah, it confuses me.
I know somebody's got a great script out there to fix that, which I need to track down.
So the test creates a test directory, moves CustomShellHost in there, and it moves calc and renames calc to Explorer. And then you run it. And then now you are the APT. So there you go.
So I guess I got to ask, are red teamers upset now that you can't just spawn calc like you could on Windows 7 because it's a UWP process versus just a standard medium integrity? How do you know if your shells work if you're not spawning calc? And if you do spawn calc in that way, you're restricted.
Yeah, that is a really good question. We might have to do a Twitter poll.
Where's Justin? Well, that's Justin.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Poll later.
I'll stop sharing.
So now, okay, two things. One, let's see if it's going to work. Just ripping it on a box. It's good. Nope. Visual Studio just opened, so I may crash my system.
I'll put a filler in here with our demo 2.
Okay. I want to share my screen. The window. This. I guess, have I really known what I've been doing? No. Don't look at my RPC stuff.
Don't look at your RPC.
I have so much RPC. All right.
Okay. Double tap.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I was supposed to look at MS build.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Was that last time or something? Or
yeah, it was. Oh. That was supposed to be my reminder to go look at some MS build things that I noted down from last time.
That's right.
We know how well that turned out.
Yeah. We can do it now.
We absolutely could. Let me just
that's funny. You totally forgot.
Set. Now I know what I'm doing this afternoon. Start collection.
Oh.
No, I don't have WDAC enabled.
Is it because it's a binary from the internet? Or maybe move it out of your desktop. Put it back in like temp or something. And who runs WDAC? That's just ridiculous.
Don't run WDAC. I ain't got time for that. I am the administrator. Just move it.
Wow, it had to like load to move that. What? Contact support. I know a person. They just need you to install AMI admin and all that, and they'll help you. It's just a simple RMM, and they can help you right then and there. Now we're getting the group policy.
All right.
This is
whose shell's running an enabled WDAC? This is ridiculous. Oh, this is what I want. But now you all know my domain tree structure. I'll turn that up. I left Procmon running one day for like over the weekend and came back and it was just absolutely tanked.
That's
awesome.
Exciting. You should have like saved the file.
I should have. It probably would have taken 4 years to export, but
at least we'd have a baseline.
I actually don't remember when this is stored.
Yeah. I don't know. Can we create an exception somewhere, or is it like
yeah,
Google?
There's a
WDAC disable?
I looked for WDAC,
Whoa.
but it either isn't available or can't be played right now.
I did not ask Google anything, but here we are, always listening. Wow.
oh, why don't I remember? It's not software administration templates. No. Oh, Windows components. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now it's coming back to me.
Let me, I'll just transfer to my other instance while you work on that.
Microsoft friendly. Application.
Oh, I already deleted it.
Is WDAC somewhere else, or is it still considered like application guard here? Because it's definitely not enabled.
YOLO?
There's no ASR rules.
Oh. Copy.
All right, who broke my endpoints? Real-time monitoring is off because AB
Okay.
is not needed.
So I transferred it to my server, and it does not like it either. There's an error. It says Windows cannot verify the dig.sig. A recent hardware software change might have installed a file that is signed incorrectly or damaged, and that might be malicious software from an unknown source.
It's not malware. It is legitimate.
Do I need to run
what we're gonna do? Oh, yeah.
admin? Run. Wow. Compatibility mode. There you go.
Oh.
Nope. Wow. That is interesting.
Could not get streamed.
We have another machine.
Who did it?
Try from command line. User, custom. How do we bypass this? Google.
Where's our hackers when we need them?
Disable driver signing enforcement. Oh, my mouse just died. Oh man,
Yeah.
it's classic.
This is
Oh, okay. Here it is. Okay, we're good.
I wonder if it's Yeah, I wonder if it's doing some checks. Like, so technically at .exe, which is the original like scheduled task host, was deprecated. I wonder if they're doing some validation check for execution. That's basically like, you can't run this. But it's like saying it's part of WDAC, even though it's not.
It might be like what it just said in Google, that it's like a driver signing enforcement deal. Which it might blame on WDAC.
But as you can tell by this brick red icon here, I don't update my endpoints. So why would WDAC be enforcing it? So this
settings update wants me to reboot startup settings. Click. Then open.
I can't reboot it, otherwise these boxes will not come back up. That's why. That's why it's mostly that's why VMs don't get rebooted around here in the lab, because they won't come back up. There's so much malware on them.
BCD edit set test signing on. Okay, stand by. Okay, let me reboot. If I lose all my shell sweep stuff, I know who I'm calling.
Yeah, Microsoft. What was the command?
Obviously, Microsoft. Okay. BCD, here, I'll send it to you. Slack.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Then you have to reboot.
Oh, set. Oh, that's right. Got reboot.
If while enabled, you receive a message that secure boot and blah blah blah. Disable
Wait, signing on.
Yep. Wait. When you no longer need to install drivers, use the same. Make sure to use this command. Yeah, you put it on because you're putting test signing on.
Gotcha. That's right. Because you're testing to see it.
There's probably an atomic for this. If not, turn your light off and on again. That's another detection opportunity.
Sure is.
Okay.
Full
screen. Let's disable. Let me hang on one sec. Got some kids.
There we go. This box is probably not coming back up in a timely manner, but there's only one way to find out.
Well, it's gonna get loud in here. I might mute.
That's rebooting. We'll see if it comes back. It probably won't, but I'm gonna close that because you don't need my VM list of awesomeness. I mean, if you've been following along, you already know the passwords. If you try hard enough, you can definitely find my external IP. Whether some of them are public facing or not, it's a different story. I don't think any of them are. I don't remember. Only one way to find out.
Okay, I'm back.
This box, this may reboot successfully. There's other ones that I purposely don't reboot because they will take 4 hours to come back up.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Dude, I honestly do. It is time for a lab rebuild. I just don't want to.
That's a lot of time.
You know, it is. Again, it's probably good, but just
camera. Come on. There we go. Maybe. Nope.
Oh wow, this actually came up in record time. Full screen.
Oh yeah, I forgot this machine is my Exchange server. Okay, I rebooted. It says test mode down in the bottom corner, and if I double tap, it's still loading.
Test mode.
Yeah, because we.
Oh, you want it here? Why don't you share your screen then?
Windows cannot verify. Okay, so it's still freaking out. Let me Google harder. Restart. After you complete you install, try again. Disable signatures enforcement permanently. If you no longer, okay. Come on. Maybe like 25 notepads and things like that are going to spawn here in a second.
That's the other thing. I rebooted my like normal Windows box today, and like 7 command prompts opened, and I had like a slight heart attack. Like, what? There's always a time of like, which terminal am I actually running in, especially when you start full screen modem things.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that thing that just popped up, but we'll find out. All right. If it failed for you, it's definitely going to fail for me. Since it's...
Might work because you're on 10 or 11.
Nope.
Yep. Got it. Let me see.
You know what? I can just try
It's not
it
a big
on my
deal.
actual- Hold on. I'll just put it on my actual Win11. It's custom shell host. I'm going to do it.
Oh, did you know that Server 2012 is end of life? Like, very soon? Like, dead?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's time. You know, everything's got to run.
There is a GPO that you could modify. It's code signing for driver packages. Where is it at? I don't know. Up to you. Should we keep going?
All right. I got my...
I'm like blurry.
Well, let me just test it. Slash there. Okay, so, oh wow, that did work. Okay, so there is some interesting things going on with Windows 10. Let me show you why.
Okay.
Present, share screen, window, turn. Here. So the first time I typed it wrong, right?
Oh, that's a problem.
But then you don't show it because I'm only showing the terminal, but Explorer window just opened.
Oh, okay.
So this is indeed a Windows 11 box. So that's
Cool.
Can't show
Yeah,
you.
I'm curious. I'm
There's
curious.
some
Yeah.
interesting things of why. Figure out why it's not doing it. I don't know why. I don't want to dig into that.
Yeah.
I must build too. But anywho.
Bring back the slides here.
Well, we don't usually do it because we forget 99% of the time. But let's talk about detections and mitigations for this old technique.
Yes.
So assuming an adversary did bring custom shell host onto disk, a couple things you could look for. File rights. If they're lazy and don't change it, boom, key indicator. Second, internal names. Even if they did rename it, you're looking for it. Third, drawing a blank on where my train of thought was going for the third thing.
It running in general. You may never see it run.
Yeah, good baselining, right?
Yep.
Like what commonly runs, what doesn't run. Look at those rare outliers like statistical deviations, etc.
Not in System 32. Yeah.
Yeah, standard hosts, like tons of things, so things that I've talked about. So even if, again, when you have these things, if it's like, oh, new LOLBIN drops or somebody posts a thing, like, don't freak out. I'm the world, right? Like, have a process to do your validation of baselining, what should run, what doesn't run, how often, frequency analysis, etc. And then, of course, things like execution of it out of strange paths, right? And then factoring in things like internal name versus actual image name of execution. Network connectivity or child processes coming off of it. That should be very specific, especially if you are running it, right? You should have an idea of what is normal and baselining it. And if you don't, now's a good time to start deploying things like Sysmon with a specific config, only looking for that custom shell host so you don't blow up your SIM or centralized logging of whatever. I think that's it, right? Because then obviously, like if let's say payload C2 executes, then you're off on a completely different ballgame of activity.
Yeah, Explorer from a non-standard path, like calc renamed as Explorer, things like that. Yeah, netcon from a non-standard Explorer.
Gotta figure out what RPC calls it's making.
I did have that in my.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. I ran it earlier.
From Zeek?
No, from
Oh.
the sysinternal stuff. I don't even know what machine I was on. Oh yeah, the other one. So
The
many.
not exchange one.
Yes.
Is that exchange pub facing?
Nope.
You know, it's been a minute since we've had a good exchange vault.
Yeah. It's not a bad time for another one, but maybe it is a bad time.
No, we're too focused on the MSA keys for Azure right now. which is a dumpster fire all on its own.
Yeah, I think everyone forgot about that.
But we can't also forget about the good things like Exchange, the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes, especially on-prem. What was I going to look for? I already forgot.
The CustomShellHost RPC call.
Yes. Okay. Let me open up Procmon.
Procmon or Proc Explorer?
Thought Mon would show it. Let me share.
I would run Wireshark. Well, it depends.
Oh. Let me.
Well, you won't see the explicit RPC call.
I thought I saw this earlier in here. Let me run it. You're like,
Let's find out.
Click some buttons, find out. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Maybe you're right. Maybe I thought
Next, you wouldn't see that.
Yeah.
You'd have to do something. If you wanted to see that, you'd have to look at like API mon and then monitor the RPC RT for DLL and then look and see what it explicitly calls. You should see the RPC RT DLL load though. That's what you'll see.
Maybe that's what caught my eye.
Yeah, because it'll monitor for those, and then you can, depending on that specific event, you could look at the call stack.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So here's your command line with the no shell regs check.
So that should be the normal execution of it.
That's the evil from C10.
Yep.
Yeah. File lock. But yeah. Cool. That's all I got.
That's a good one.
Cool. That's fun.
That's fun. That was fun, interesting. Now, like, two things. One, I got to go back to MS Build because I forgot to do that last week. Actually, that was 2 weeks ago. So definitely forgot. Two is now we got to figure out what is actually triggering the prevention of, say, of that custom shell host.
Yep.
On specific versions.
So, question. Next episode, do we want to do MS Build? That'll force you to work on it like for 5 minutes before this show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We could do
I'll have Mr. Attenborough draft that up.
Wait.
Today.
Yeah, that should be fine. We'll figure it out.
Okay. If not, I have MS Build stuff laying around. Oh, and I think we talked about using some of Casey's specials.
Oh yeah, some of those are good.
Okay. So yeah. We'll mix in.
We'll do MS Build.
Casey specials with whatever detection cool stuff we can figure out. Let me write that down.
Standards.
I'm gonna forget. All right. So MS Build.
What can you do?
Casey specials.
Where's Casey? Maybe he wants to talk about specials.
Maybe.
Good.
Okay, so we will go deep into the wilderness of MS Build.
I spent so much time on that years ago.
Yeah, samesies.
But as old as new.
And maybe it's not just for red teamers anymore.
Like adversaries?
Yes. Real adversaries? People actually use this thing?
So you mean like Impact it's not just used for pen testers? Adversaries use open source tools? I don't think like build custom stuff.
Right?
To evade all of the defenses.
Oh, well, we got some sweet ASCII art being dropped in the chat. Cool. All right. Well, next time, 2 weeks, I will post it today, and then we can catch up the day before and write some cool slides.
I don't know what this is.
Me either. But they're excited about it.
They're very excited. Well, we hope to catch you next time with some more sweet ASCII art and join us for running some MS Build.
Happy Atomics on a Friday, everybody. And do you mind moving, or do you mind merging my PR?
Yeah, I'll get that going. That works.
Sweet. Awesome.
We're live in 2 minutes.
Yes. Cool. Thanks, buddy. Everybody have a great Friday, great weekend.
Take
See
care,
you
friends. See you next time.
again. Bye.